Hi, my name is Devin Marty. I'm with the Greater Cleveland RTA marketing team. In November, we celebrate our veterans, and today we are here with
Perry Osbey.
All right, and Perry, what was your branch of service and rank and how long?
World's finest United States Marine Corps.
That's right.
And when I got out of honorable discharge, I was a sergeant.
Okay, and how many years did you serve?
I did 4 years active duty and 6 years inactive reserve.
Good for you. And what do you do currently at the RTA, and how many years have you been here?
So I am a zone supervisor for service quality, where I'm responsible for accident investigations, customer service in the field. When I say the field, I mean the streets. And anything that goes on, we see something, we say something.
Yep.
And as of November 5th, I'll have 36 years at RTA.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about what made you want to join the military?
My now wife, that was my girlfriend, I was sitting on her porch, and we was just sitting in the swings, and her brother came in, and he said, "Hey man, I just signed up for the Corps." And he's like a year younger than me. And I'm going, "Get out of here." He's like, "Dude," I never forget, it was like April 2nd, so I'm thinking it's an April Fool's joke. He was like, "No, dude," he said, "I'm out of here April 24th, bro." And so I said, "Man, hook me up with your recruiter." So I went and took the test, and I'll tell you this, initially I was scared to go to the Marine Corps. I ain't gonna say scared, but we thought that the Air Force was just better. It wasn't gonna be as hard. And
Right.
I'll be honest, I went and took the test for the Air Force, and my scores weren't high enough to go to the Air Force. And so when the Marine recruiter seen me, he was like, "Man, you a big dude. You ever thought about him?" Like, so I went and talked to him, and he said, "Man, with the scores that you got, we could get you in." And so now he got me on the fence, and I'm saying, if you can get me out of here this month, before I had time to change my mind, then I'll go. So he said, "How about you go with your buddy plan?" So
Okay.
it all happened in less than 30
I was
days.
going to say quick.
And I was out of here April 24th.
Wow. What are some of your fondest memories?
Oh
Anything
man,
that stands out?
I mean, I could sit here and tell you stories for days. So we had to learn how to live unlike humans almost.
Yeah. Survival skills.
And I'll tell you this, so now I wear a beard. I just grew my beard like in the last 2 years. But when we were in Desert Storm, I asked the first sergeant, like, we're in the middle of nowhere. Why do we have to stay clean shaven and have haircuts? I mean, who's going to see us? So he said, "You know what, Sergeant?" He said, "I want you to go 5 days without shaving. If anybody asks you why you're not shaving, you tell them First Sergeant Ford said that Sergeant Osbey doesn't have to shave." After the 5th day, he seen me, and he was an old salty dog. "Come here, boy." And so I went over there. He said, "Look at yourself." And I held up the mirror, and my hair stuck to my head because you're in the desert, and you got the sand. We playing football some days, and so look at yourself. And I look at myself, and I'm kind of like, okay, now go shave and get a haircut and come right back to me. And when I went and shaved and got a haircut, and they held that mirror up, I couldn't do nothing but smile. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
Breath of fresh air.
yeah.
Woo.
So it's like not being able to take a shower, and then once you get out that fresh shower, you just like, oh my goodness, you don't
Feel like
realize.
a person again.
Yeah. So that made us realize, you know, how important it is to keep your self-esteem up with things like that.
What life lessons while you were serving do you feel like you've brought back to your civilian life?
Well, without even thinking about it, there were things, and there are still things that kick in. You know how sometimes we get mad about something and say, "You know what, I'm done, forget it, I quit." And then before you can take a deep breath, it's like, nah, it ain't gonna be that easy. I ain't built like that. So I often use improvise, adapt, and overcome. No matter how bad it is, I'm gonna improvise to make it work for now. I'm gonna adapt to it, and then I done conquered it. You know, they taught me to never quit, like in a room like this. So there's 3 of us in here. Whatever we're competing to do, if I look to my left and my right, I ain't gonna never be last. In my mind. I might, but if I'm last, it's just because you guys are that sharp.
If you are to meet somebody new that works at RTA like myself, what would you like them to know about you?
About me? Well, I would tell you off the rip, without even knowing you, I'm here to help you. You know, I love to see others win, but guess what? I want to see me win as well. And so if I'm in a position to help you, that makes my day. Like, I've helped a few people get jobs here, and they say, man, I ain't gonna let you down. How can I repay you? Come here and do your job.
Yeah.
Do what you're supposed to do. And then when somebody says, hey, Big O, I met such and such, and man, they doing a great job. That does something for me.
That's the reward.
So outside those that don't really know me outside of RTA probably don't know that I'm in church every week faithfully. United States Marine Corps Sergeant Perry Osbey signing off.